Good morning, students. New chapter, Weathering, part 1. Weathering. Weathering is breaking down of rocks by agents present in the atmosphere. Now, which agents are present in the atmosphere? Temperature, humidity, moisture. So, these are the agents which work on the surface of the rock or inside the rock, and because of that, disintegration or decomposition take place. So, weathering consists of both disintegration and decomposition of rock. In disintegration, physical breakup of the rock into smaller fragments means the rock only breaks down and there is no change in the chemical composition of the mineral. Rocks only breaks into small fragments. But in decomposition, whatever the minerals are present or the chemicals are present, so there is a change. There is a change in the chemical composition of the rocks present in it, and then when it breaks down, it forms a new mineral or new, you can say a part of a rock which falls down is a new mineral, and this happens during the chemical weathering. Types of weathering: mechanical weathering, chemical weathering and biological weathering. Mechanical weathering, it is also known as physical weathering. In this, physical breakup of rock into smaller fragments, that is in smaller pieces, there is no change in chemical nature of mineral, means only there is a smaller pieces of rocks but their chemical composition do not change. And the main agent of mechanical weathering or physical weathering is temperature. Temperature means during the daytime when the temperature is high and at night the temperature falls down. So, this is called the change in temperature, summer and winter temperature. So, this act on the surface of the rock and then rocks breaks down. Types of mechanical weathering: granular disintegration, block disintegration and exfoliation. Granular disintegration. Due to the high temperature, rocks expand and contract. It leads to breaking up of rocks into granule form. It especially happens in the desert region where the temperature of day and night is different. During the day the temperature is very high and during night the temperature falls down. So, there is a continuous expansion and contraction of rocks take place, and due to that there are different types of mineral present in the rock and they have a different rate of absorbing the heat. Like if it have a more black color, so it will absorb more heat, and white light color will absorb less heat, and depending upon the nature of the rock, soft rock and hard rock. So, according to that the rocks breaks down into granule form or smaller fragments. Now, you can see here disintegration of a rock. There is a former surface, means the rock is such a big piece of a rock, but because of the agents of temperature, that is the contraction and expansion, its former shape has reduced to the present surface rock, and at the bottom you can see there is a small fragments or the grains accumulated. So, this is the breaking down of rocks into a granular form. Now, if you collect this, you will find that it is in a smaller granules. So, you can see it have a dark and light color, both types of grains present in this disintegration. Now, exfoliation. Exfoliation is mostly in an arid region. Arid is a dry area. When the rock consists of homogeneous mineral means same kind or same type of minerals. So, the thin surface layer, that is the upper layer of the rock, absorbs more heat during the day and it expands. As the night comes, it slowly cools down and it contracts. So, this goes day by day, year after year, and then it starts developing cracks, or then there is a peel off. Peel off means the layers coming out like an onion. So, it is also known as onion weathering. Slowly the layers are coming out and then it breaks down into smaller parts. You can see in the picture given here, peels can be coming out. So, that is also known as onion peeling. And this onion type of peeling is common in southern part of India, which is a plateau region. We can say there we have a number of domes, that is a round shaped boulders are there on which it reacts. Then in Australia there is a great Australian desert. There is a variety of color, shape and size of exfoliated rocks are found. Even in the Kalahari desert also we can get this type of rocks. Next one is block disintegration. Block disintegration is also because of repeated contraction and expansion, but here it is because of water's freezing. During the rainy days or during the flow of the river or stream, when the water enters into the crack, during the night as the temperature falls, it freezes. So when it freezes, it expands, and because of that the crack also expands, and due to that it develops a wider crack. During the daytime or during the summer, when the water thaws means melts, it moves away, and this process goes on day and night or during the change in the season, and because of that it develops a wider cracks, and when the wider cracks develop, it changes into a more wider crack and it breaks down. You can see a picture. Okay, so this type of weathering is also known as block disintegration, and it is due to the main agent here is freezing and thawing of water in night and day or winter and summer season. Especially in the mountainous region it happens. I think this much of part of the chapter is clear to you. Video will continue in the next. Till then, thank you.